Hey YouTube, this is Dawn and you're following Business Journey. This is my third video for today and my final one, December 2nd, 2012. And just do stats really quick. Starting weight, 318 pounds. Current weight today is 305 point, either 2 or 0.4 pounds. Goal weight is 175 pounds, and that'll give me a total of 143 pounds that I have to lose. Okay, so I had a question, a request to talk about my Psych Eval prior to getting approved for surgery. So the first thing is that it is a very useful thing and very nerve-wracking at the same time. I worried about this and freaked out ridiculously about this, but it wasn't that deep. When I went to my initial visit with my surgeon, they gave me a binder with a lot of information, and one of the things in the binder was the psych things that I had to fill out. Now for me, I had to actually pay for my Psych Eval. It was $275, and it wasn't covered by my insurance, and I have Keystone Health Plan. So I had a 21 question quiz, which is the BECK Depression Inventory 2. So you can actually look this up online. Basically, it's 21 questions they ask you, and they'll say, you'll have a statement like, I feel sad, and then you have to pick an answer. Some of the time, most of the time, all of the time, or I'm so sad that I don't know what I would do, like just really weird things. So there's a bunch of questions like that, and they're just trying to determine if you're so depressed that it would be unwise for you to have the surgery, because after surgery we're going to be dealing with a lot of changes which could cause depression, and they also want to make sure no one's suicidal or having any eating disorders or anything like that. The second thing they gave me was a 19-page booklet that was called Weight and Lifestyle Inventory. Oh my god, that thing was ridiculous. They told me it would take me a couple hours to fill out. It probably ended up taking me 4 to 4.5 hours, because I was so like nervous, and I wanted to make sure everything was right. And let me see what I can remember, because I really wish I had made a copy of it at this point. But basically they just ask you for, like, you know, your weight throughout the years, actually going as far back as you can remember. So elementary school, they had some pictures of some illustrations of obese people in different stages, so which one you thought you were, and they asked to identify your family members and what they looked like. It asked about your diet. You had to write down about your diet. You had to talk about any medications you were on. It had like multiple choice questions. Again, I think there was a partial depression inventory, and just in general personality things. And then they asked if there was any abuse that you had suffered, and then they did like a medical type history questions and everything. The thing I got stuck on the most for me in that booklet was actually my weights. So that was really informative, because I had to do like a lot of digging in old websites and things like that, trying to figure out how much I weighed in different years, and also listing what diets you had tried and how old you were at the time, how much weight you lost, and I want to say your starting weight at that time. Who knows that? I don't know that, so I did the best I could. But then I also had like my doctor's assistant. She is the truth. Okay, she got me to have my surgery in December, when I thought it was going to be in February, March. So she's the best thing. But she freaked me out about this Psych Eval. She told me, you must pass this. You must pass this. If you don't pass this, no surgery. So I I was just in my head like, oh my God, like this is it. And because everything kind of moved so quickly for me, I was wondering like, what if I'm not ready? What if something is wrong? Like I've had depression issues in the past and things like that, so I didn't know how that would weigh with things. But I went in and basically we talked a little bit, and they basically just, in my experience, they just want to know that you understand about the surgery, that you understand what's going to be required of you after the surgery, that you've done your research, that you have set up a support system, and that you understand that there are going to be some depressions, or feelings of depression after surgery, and just know how to handle that or when to ask for help. So that's basically how mine went. Now I've read that there are people who basically went in, talked, and that was it. They didn't have to do any surveys. There's some people that had to fill out hundreds of questions on the computer. There were people, I think, that went in, they were screened by the psychologist, and then afterwards had to go sit at a computer for an hour, hour and a half answering questions. So it really just depends on where you're having your surgery and what they feel is the best way to handle that. But all I can say is be yourself, be honest, and because you're not helping yourself if you're lying to get this surgery. This is there for a reason. It's there to help you and help prepare you. So in my practice, my medical practice that I went to, if you're not ready, they help you get ready, unless you're just like have a eating disorder where you may think that you may come in at 125 pounds and say you want the surgery. You know what I mean? Like those types of things. So my advice is just relax, be yourself, be honest, and it'll be fine. Okay. Thanks for asking. I hope that helped. It really was just my experience. I can't really speak on what everyone does, but that was how my experience went. I did find out at the end that I was fine, that I was good to go, and that I was okay. So there was no waiting period on that. I was informed right away, so that was good. So that's all I have to say. Way over my 5 minutes, but it's all good. Once again, this is Dawn, and you're following This Is Journey. Have a blessed one.